Hello Year 7 and welcome to another lesson on identity poetry. This one's called Mirror, but before we get on to it, there's a little do now for you here. I want you to finish this sentence. When I look into the mirror, I see, and I want a sentence, not just one word. I don't want you to just say me. I want you to write a sentence. That's 5 minutes for that, and then move on to the next slide. Today's learning objective is to read and analyse Mirror by Sylvia Plath. So the title that goes into your books is Mirror by Sylvia Plath. And before we begin, this is what you'll need today: a pen into your book. And as ever, if you're coming to the end of your book, send me an email and I'll get one delivered to you. A copy of the poem, which I'll attach to Classcharts, and some highlighters and colours and pens, colouring pens. Here we are, Mirror by Sylvia Plath. I am silver and exact, I have no preconceptions. Whatever I see, I swallow immediately. Just as it is, unmisted by love or dislike, I am not cruel, only truthful. The eye of a little god, four-cornered. Most of the time I meditate on the opposite wall. It is pink with speckles. I have looked at it so long I think it is part of my heart, but it flickers. Faces and darkness separate us over and over. Now I am a lake. A woman bends over me, searching my reaches for what she really is. Then she turns to those liars, the candles or the moon. I see her back and reflect it faithfully. She rewards me with tears and an agitation of hands. I am important to her. She comes and goes. Each morning it is her face that replaces the darkness. In me she has drowned a young girl, and in me an old woman rises towards her day after day like a terrible fish. So who is the speaker? The speaker is the mirror. She's personified the mirror. It is on the wall of a woman's bedroom. We can make this guess because of the colour of the wall. When the mirror says it meditates on the opposite wall, in this context, meditate means I think, I meditate, I look at the opposite wall. So on the wall it's pink with speckles, so we can assume that it's a lady's bedroom, a woman's bedroom. Every day the person in the bedroom looks at their reflection and the mirror watches as the woman's face changes as she gets older. At the end of the poem, the mirror describes a woman as looking like a terrible fish. Not very nice, is it? Now we're going to go through the poem and look at the choices that the poet has made. You want to annotate the poem, which means you draw a line from the bits that we talk about and write what conclusions we've drawn for them. Also, I want you to have at least 2 ideas of your own. Right, personification. We've talked about that already. The mirror is personified by Miss Plath. I am silver and exact. I have no preconceptions. The repetition of the word I am silver and exact. I have no preconceptions. Whatever I see, I swallow. The repetition of I shows that the mirror is focused on itself. Metaphor, I have a little god. That's a metaphor. Obviously, the mirror isn't a little god, but it's behaving like one. Suggests that the mirror is powerful and sees everything. Use of the word heart suggests that the mirror doesn't have empathy if it can think that the wall is its heart. So it doesn't have empathy. So it doesn't have empathy for anything, particularly the woman who's looking in the mirror every day. So put those annotations onto your poems. Now I am a lake. Another metaphor suggests that the woman is peering into the mirror deeply. I am important to her. This short sentence adds a confidence to the statement. It's not up for debate that I am important to her. An extended metaphor, the same idea of the mirror being a lake is used to connect these final lines. In me she has drowned a young girl like a terrible fish. So annotate your poems with those, and as I say, over the course of the whole poem, have at least 2 ideas of your own. The annotations are important. The mirror believes or thinks growing old is a painful and unhappy process. How far do you agree with this statement? I want you to find at least 2 quotations to support your view. Now present your ideas fully as an evaluation. So you always start off with these evaluative questions with an evaluation, which is to say, I fully, mostly, partially, somewhat agree with the statement because the mirror says, so you pick one of those. I would say partially. I partially agree with the statement because the mirror says, which means so the reader knows. There we are. That's a little frame for you at the bottom there to fill in. That'll take you 10 minutes. Now, if you thought that the mirror has presented aging as an unhappy process, which I believe it has, here's some quotes that you might have used. I won't read them all out, or perhaps you've got one of your own. Now, this is the task I want you to put onto Classcharts and send to me. I mean, you can put all the work on if you want, but I definitely want to see this one. I want you to write a short poem from the point of view of a mirror in your home. Could be your dad's shaving mirror, could be the one that you use to pluck your eyebrows, or anything, you know. So have a think about that. Write a short poem from the point of view of a mirror in your home. So remember to use similes, personification, repetition, short sentences and metaphors. I want to see all those things in there, and I want you to upload it to the to Classcharts so that I can get on with awarding you lots of achievement points, which I love to do. Thank you, Year 7, and I will speak to you next time.